We use these two phrases when speaking English all the time. I know and I understand. But what's the difference between the two? If someone asks you the same question about Japanese, what's the difference between わかった and 知ってる? Could you answer? It's quite hard to explain even though you might understand intuitively. The basic difference is as follows. I know is used for knowledge or information. For example, do you know how many people live in Toyama? Or I know his name, etc. I understand is used for understanding. For example, I don't understand what he means, or I can understand what he's trying to say. We also have one more phrase that we often use, which is I see. I see is very similar to the Japanese なるほど. One thing to remember is that although we often say I know, I don't know, I understand, I don't understand, like わかってる、わかってない、知ってる、知らない, we don't use I don't see as one phrase, just like in Japanese we don't say なるほどじゃない or なるほどしない. We sometimes use it in a sentence, like I don't see the point of doing that. And in this case, it has the same meaning as I understand, like I don't understand the point of doing that. Finally, for beginners, I have one more thing to say. In the beginning, you'll definitely get confused between I don't know and I don't understand. Since the meaning is very similar, native speakers will usually understand what you mean, so relax. In fact, I have a story about this. Shortly after I came to Japan, I just started learning the language and I was still pretty terrible at using it, but I always wanted to practice whenever I could. So one day I wanted to know the directions to somewhere. I walked up to a man and I said, すいません、どこどこはどこにありますか? And he kindly explained to me where to go. まっすぐ行って左曲がって. He told me some kind of instructions like that. At the end of his explanation, I got a little bit confused and I said, ありがとう、わかりません, and walked away. How embarrassing. He must have been really confused.